Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Man at first, one away. Ripped to right. And a superb diving catch.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the shortstop at the dives, but it's off his glove. No throw, and that loads the bases.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do. You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
1-2 to Contreras. Runner on the go. Ground ball up the middle. Tags the runner for one. Back to first, and that is a double play. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. The tag.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's...
Hold on. He's coming home. That one the other way.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Two on, one out. Brown, the next to hit. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Sliced hard but foul. Still only one out here in the inning. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Long gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. Home run number 35 on the year. It's 8-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Stepping in, Devin Brown.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And first offering is fouled off. Edwards over at second, one down. Fought off foul. Man at second. Lined into right. And there's two away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So back to the top of the order. Maurice Damon digging in for the Rockies. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay. And this is going to be a two-out triple.
His second knock of the night.
Everett Campos digging in for the Rockies. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Brown had a great showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Devin Brown with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going again today? It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Colorado Rockies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. New inning getting started. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Devin Brown. Brown launched a homer in his most recent game. Dolander back to work. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. The relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball.
He's trying for third in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Brown at third with nobody out. Right side. Goodman settles underneath it. Brings it in, and there's one down. One down, runner at third. Rice will hit next. Runners breaking for the plate. Liner, base hit. In comes the first run of the game as the Marlins take the lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Luis Torrens digs in now. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Lead runner stops at second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Tying run is in to score from second, in safely with a double, his second of the day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is.
Runner takes off for third. That's ball 4. Out at third, and that ends the inning. One out, base is empty. Alex Villalobos now at the plate. And a base hit up the middle.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
2 on, 2 outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So they get 3 and draw even. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're all tied up 5-5. One down, runner at first. Devin Brown, the next up for the Marlins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A two-run homer. It's 9-5. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Base is empty, one away. Devin Brown getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
In the air right field, pretty well struck. That one back. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's got a double, his fourth hit.
He was all over that one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
1-2 to Contreras. Runner takes off. And that's a base hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single. 12-5 is our score.
That's a good job right there. You got two strikes on you, just got to battle.
So 2 down. Hunter Goodman, the next to hit. The Rockies down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. Brown was a big contributor for them in the win. Collected 4 hits, one of them. Devin Brown looking to extend his unbelievable 30-game hitting streak in this one. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down. And now here is Devin Brown. And first offering is fouled off. Brown was hammering the ball in his last game. He had 4 extra base knocks. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one's gone into the bleachers.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Ripped on a line. Puts it away for the out. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Brown went deep in his most recent game. Smoked on the ground to second. The throw to first, and that'll do it. And the Marlins. So 1 out, nobody on. Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Up the middle, and a base hit right there.
Now batting, the catcher,
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Devin Brown. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it drops in. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 13-6.
Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
2 outs, runner on first. And up next for Miami, Devin Brown. Foul ball there.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And the pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. Cut off, throw to third. And he's out easily. But one run does score. Here's the third baseman, Taveras. Off of first with 2 away. Left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
On the ground, and this should do it. Edwards. And that'll do it. Brown really stood out in this win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the day.